What's up, everyone? And welcome to the Any and Everything podcast. I'm your boy Perion,
And I'm your boy James.
and today we are going to talk about, a controversial topic. You know, have it in my notes. Hold on, y'all. And it is: would you still get married to your spouse, or if they wanted a prenup? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. James, I don't know what I'll do in this situation. I think I know what I'll do, but I don't know. I'm gonna ask you first, and then I'm gonna see, where you going with this.
All right.
I kind of got my answer already, but I know.
Cool.
Yeah, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you start it off.
So before I dive into my answer, how about you get the audience the definition for prenup for the ones who just may not know?
Okay. Well, on Google, this is what it says.
All right.
A prenup is an agreement made by a couple before they marry concerning the ownership of their respective assets should the marriage fail.
Cool. So assets pretty much what's pertaining to money, house, cars, things of that sort.
Everything, yeah.
Got you. Understood. Cool. So I ain't gonna lie to you. Honestly, I'll still marry my spouse for that. Only because I fell in love with the person and not necessarily the property that you may have.
What they have. Okay.
Right. And not to say that if I marry somebody, they're gonna stay with the same house or the same car or whatever the case may be. Obviously, hopefully for everyone in their marriages, it's always gonna be upgrades to their lifestyle. So let's say me and her, we did buy a house together, and it's a nice size, decent house. And for some reason, God forbid, you have too many issues, and you want to divorce. Then I can see where the issue come. Like, okay, well, who the hell will get this house? Like, now for real, who's gonna get this house? Because I put my money down,
definitely,
just like you put your money down.
Definitely.
So I'm not saying you don't deserve the house, but I sure as hell don't want to be homeless right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can see where that was spark some like, well, what's going to happen type shit. But at the same time, I never did understand though, like in TV shows and the movies. Mm-hmm. And I'm only saying that because that's mainly where I see it from.
Right,
I never really
I never seen a couple in real life. Yeah. Prenup. Well, I don't be asking people, do you got a prenup agreement?
That's not my business.
That's not my business,
but... But like you said, I mainly see on movies and TVs, like in TV shows, and I never understood how come women, and men too, because I seen a couple men act like that in the movies and whatnot, why they get so defensive and they feel so hurt about it, or they feel like that's a deal breaker in a relationship. And then I kind of sat down for real and tried to put myself in their shoes. Like, is it that you feel like he doesn't trust you, or like is it the fact that you feel like that why are you all thinking about if we don't work out type shit? And if it's the aspect of, oh, I'm mad at you for bringing this up to me because why are you thinking that we won't work?
Right.
I don't necessarily think that's a valid reason to be mad at somebody who you saying that you love. And yes, I'm saying I love you too, and I mean it for real, but it's just like, there's nothing wrong with thinking realistic, in my opinion. Do I want to be forever with you? Yeah, that's why I'm proposing to you. That's why I want to get married, because I want to build and grow a life with you. And hopefully, we stay together till how our vows are, our covenant, death do us part. That's the goal. That's the dream. But goals and dreams don't always come true. And it's not to like throw dirt in your face or some shit. It's really just there's nothing wrong with me thinking rational or logical or realistic. I'm gonna say, I feel like the whole purpose of that is just to best set yourself up in the long run. I'll put that in the same, and I'll put it in a comparison as like a 401k or like savings or whatever. The purpose of it is to set yourself up in the best possible outcome in the future.
Mm-hmm.
or we can just say car insurance because your goal is to not use your car insurance. You don't want to have an accident. You
Right,
don't want
but
to
you
use it.
just
But it's there.
protect it.
Right,
protect
you're
it.
protected.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the same thing as the prenup. I'm just protecting myself in case of the worst.
Mm-hmm.
To better set myself up. Because if we don't do it, if we don't sign it and we get divorced, and I end up with nothing, but what the fuck?
Or just half your... Yeah.
Right, was just half of everything. And people be like, oh, well, you make enough money, half should be cool. It don't matter what I make.
Might get married
Bills,
again, bills
still come. Bills not gonna wait for me to get my shit
and
together.
that can mess you up mentally too.
And the way inflation is now,
right,
and probably gonna continue to be on the
future,
rise.
oh my goodness,
I'm gonna need all than just half.
You're gonna need all your stuff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need more than just half. Cause damn, ain't no way in the world. You know inflation kicked up. Like Arizona's ain't $1 no more.
Man,
that's the last hope that we had. Was the dollar Arizona.
I had Arizona in a minute. How much they cost now? They like $1 something, $2 something. Cause you know juice be starting off at like $3 something depending on the
Nah,
size.
facts. But I think you go to the gas station, they be having little deals like 2 for $4 or like. Yeah, like 2 for $4, like 2 for $4.50, something like that.
They do be finessing at the gas station sometimes too. But no, that was a good answer though. You finished?
Nah, I'm done for the most part.
I ain't gonna lie, that was some good stuff. You ain't, I never thought it like in the way that you explained it.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gonna lie, once I hear prenup, I ain't gonna lie. I hear prenup, I'm gonna be like, nah. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily like marry you.
Yeah.
But it's probably gonna take me like a step back. Cause I'm gonna be like, man. Cause I feel like nobody should go into a marriage thinking like y'all gonna fail. Like, what's the point?
Mm-hmm.
Just like when I be at the gym,
right,
and I'm going for a new PR, I don't go up in there thinking, oh, I'm finna fail this. Even if I do end up failing, I go up in there like with the mentality I'm about to kill it. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. That's gonna make. I don't know. I'm gonna really think about it. Like I'm leaning towards like, no, we don't need to get married. Cause I don't know. It all depends. It all depends on what's up in your agreement.
Right.
Cause some people agreements are different. But the most famous one is when they be like, oh, this person don't get nothing. Like we leave with the same thing. So if I'm just saying, if I'm super rich and then I elevated her and she got rich, she gonna be like used to living. And then we have kids too. They're going to be used to living a certain lifestyle, So you get divorced and then, your prenup agreement is, still in there. Then what they going to do? They going to live rich in my house and live broke in your house?
You said, why change their lifestyle if they were accustomed to one thing?
And then, to even get past that, or vice versa, she elevated me. And, say if they, we went into business with each other, how's that going to work? Oh, both of y'all got y'all, each share the business, whatever like that. Then, I don't know. But, yeah, prenup, no, that's going to instantly turn me off, though, I ain't going to lie.
So let me ask you.
Because, hold on, let me say this.
Oh, go ahead.
Before you ask me. Hold that thought real quick. Yeah, that's to me, a prenup for real is to me getting divorced before you get married.
Oh.
Because I know how you say with the car insurance, you just want to be protected and everything, but why should you have to protect yourself from me? If I'm your person, I got on one knee, I said, oh, would you marry me? You said yeah and everything. We're supposed to be so in love.
Right. And
now you coming at me with a prenuptial agreement. No.
That was actually a real good way of putting that shit. For real. And especially the whole, why do you feel like you need to protect yourself against me? Because like you said earlier, I never once looked at it in that perspective of you need protection from me, someone who you're claiming to love.
Right.
So if you love me, why do you feel like you need to protect what's yours? If I'm not already saying I want what's yours. So that's a real valid reason to put that. The question I wanted to ask you though was, so let's say whoever you're marrying or getting ready to marry or want to propose to, they hit you with the prenup shit and you say your view on it, your take on it. You heard her out, she heard you out. And like you said, you will need to kind of like take a step back to kind of rethink some things. If she came back to you and she hit you with that, you know what? I heard what you said. What you said made a lot of sense. We don't have to do the prenup. Would you still consider not marrying her because she brought it up to you anyway, even though she took it back after saying like what you were saying was all reasonable?
It depends on how long did she like think about it.
Okay.
If it was like a day, and she was like, you know what, I thought about it. I don't want no prenup no more. You know, I don't even know why that was stupid. I should never brought that up. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, like I'm still gonna be a step back, cause it's the like I feel like a day is not long enough to think about something serious. That's serious.
Right.
Like marriage is serious. I know people be downplaying it because you know they see the celebrities and they see other people on TikTok, but a lot of these people on social media just be doing stuff for clout.
Exactly.
But people be playing like any relationship. I feel like is serious. Whether it's with your family, whether you dating somebody, a business relationship, that's serious to me. If you going into like any relationship with somebody, it's serious. So, I don't know. If it's a day and she came back and said, no, like, I don't know, I'm still going to be like, take a little step back and be like, maybe you need to think about it some more. But if she like thoroughly thought about it about like some months and everything, she was like, you know what, I see where you coming from. We shouldn't do it. Like the prenup thing.
Yeah.
Then yeah, we can like be together because you actually thought through. I don't want you to like feel some type of way because I feel some type of way. Everybody's not going to agree on everything. So I want you to still have your opinion. And if you like still say you standing on the prenup thing, then that's cool too. Now I'm not saying I'm gonna necessarily leave,
right?
But I ain't saying I'm gonna stay neither. So it all depends because I know I'm gonna need time to digest what you just told me.
Right.
So
because you got feelings too, just like she do.
Right.
I respect that. I
What about you?
That. Well, me, it's with me. With my answer from earlier, just because I'm not against it doesn't mean I'm gonna be the one to bring it up. You know me very well. You know me down there 9 years. For the most part, I'm pretty just go with the flow. I don't necessarily. I'm not gonna say care, but I'm gonna just use the word for lack of a better word, because it can't come to me right now. If it never got brought up, I really wouldn't care about it. If it was to get brought up, hey, let's sign a prenup. I'll ask like, well, just to get your thoughts and your opinions on it, like, what made you want to do the prenup, whatever. I just want to hear you out, see if it's reasonable answers, or you just want to do it just because you want to do it. But either way, I probably wouldn't care if it got brought up or if it didn't. Either way, it makes me no difference. But I mean, if it was no prenup, we just got married, I'm perfectly fine with that. But if she was to bring it up again, I don't think it'll make me. It wouldn't really sway my decision about nothing. And I know I kind of just repeated myself a lot. At least it sounded like that to me. But that's one way I can put it, bro.
I don't know, bro. That's a serious thing.
It is serious.
That would
like, time.
Man, that would draw me completely back. I'm gonna be like, man, because you can find out a lot about somebody about just like little things. Like I'm gonna be like, man, it's gonna have me thinking like, man, who are you? Like,
now I feel that, but at the same time, for me, it's like I worked really hard to get to where I'm at,
right?
And I worked really hard to earn the type of money I got and to save the type of money I have. And I have no problem sharing that with the person, with my significant other.
Right.
Because I'm going to look out for you and I'm going to hope you go look out for me. Well, I know you look out for me because that's part of the reason why I'm marrying you.
Right.
Because you got my back like I got yours. So I have no issue helping out, sharing what's mine is yours type stuff. I have no issue with that. But for it to be over and I have to give you half of all my hard work and dedication,
man,
that's going to kind of sting me. Just because, like I said, I know how hard I've had to work.
Man, especially.
And I know the hours I've put in for this type of stuff.
Especially if you're the only one. Just imagine if you're the only one working too.
Right. Like, if, like, we got married and let's say you making enough, and she, you tell her, hey, you know what, I make enough to support the entire household. If you want to be stay at home, that's what that's the agreement y'all do, and that's what that is. Okay, cool. Then it's like, I will really get nothing if you have nothing for me to take. Well, not, there's no quotations on take, but obviously I'm not trying to take it. That's just what the deal is.
I get what you're saying.
Right, but if you had nothing for me to take, I'm losing. And plus, for me, I feel like my situation is more different than a lot of regular marriages. I mean, I'm not married, but what I'm saying is, I work for the railroad, so I have tier 1 and tier 2. So pretty much what that means is, on top of taxes, they take out a portion for my tier 1 belongs to me. So after I retire, that's my retirement. Tier 2 goes to my spouse. Once I'm married for 5 years, my spouse will get that retirement check just for being married to me. But if we divorce, they still get that retirement check because it's still exactly. So if I'm married 15, if I'm married for 15 years, and I finally decide to retire, cool. I'm gonna get, let's say I get $9,000 a month, just because I work for the railroad.
Right.
She may get $7,500 of that. So cool. I get $9,000. She gets $7,500. If we divorce,
time to go back to the railroad.
Right, like, even if I didn't retire yet, and we got divorced before I retired. After I retire, she's still gonna get that $7,500 just because she was married to me for the 5 years, she's eligible for that money. So now you got $7,500 out of my retirement, and then you still got half of whatever you took from me from the divorce. So I'm just funding whatever new nigga you with.
True.
You got me fucked up. Now the only way that she couldn't get my that tier 2 retirement is if I just don't retire. That's the only way that I know of. Because I met a lot of people.
There's other ways.
That's why I say I'm pretty sure there's other ways.
There's other ways you gotta get it.
It gotta be, bro. But I didn't really do that much investigation.
Have somebody take out.
But
it's just jokes, guys.
But no, I've came across a lot of people throughout the years of me working with the railroad, and
they was divorced.
They divorced,
man,
and they well over the age of retirement, bro.
And they still working.
And they'll sit there and they'll tell you, I'm working just so my ex-wife cannot get this tier 2 out of my check. They doing it just to spite their ex-wife, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. A divorce, man, that will make you bitter.
It will, bro. It really
especially
will.
If they the one that divorced you. It all depends.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna subject myself to working past the age of retirement just so you cannot get some shit.
I ain't gonna lie. You know me, I'll do it.
Bro, at a point in time, I'm like, I've been working literally all my fucking life.
I ain't gonna lie.
I want to rest. I want to rest.
You know me, I'll do.
Look,
you know me, I'll be at work every day. Just asking for overtime on the walker.
They gonna force your ass to retire. They gonna force your ass. Oh my God.
No, bro. But,
oh my God.
I feel it. And then the other side, when I think about a prenup,
yeah,
I kind of think about that movie. I don't know if you've seen it with Taraji P. Henson, that Acrimony movie.
Acrimony. If I have, I probably would have seen like clips on it and just never paid attention.
Let me describe it for you right
Go
here.
ahead.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. She did. She met this dude when she was young. Like, they was in college type things, and he ain't had no money. He had no family. But she still basically stuck beside him. They got married, and then, she basically, like, gave him everything, like, elevated him.
Okay.
Then he got his good job and everything. And then eventually, they not together no more. And then she see all that he's doing for this other woman, and he's doing everything. Like, everything that she was doing for him, like sacrificing everything. And she went crazy. Yeah, Mom. you know, I'm not trying to spoil the movie, but they went through some stuff.
Yeah.
And her goal was to get her lick back. If y'all want to see what happened, y'all go watch the movie. But yeah, now I ain't gonna lie. In that situation,
Right.
I could see what somebody say, oh, okay, I think we should look at a prenuptial agreement. If you like with somebody, I'm saying if you know you working and you making a lot of money and this person don't got no money.
Right.
You know, because sometimes people be trying to just be with people for what they have.
For sure.
You know, so it's some guys and some girls out here too. They be like, oh, this person got a lot of money. They make this. You know what? I'm gonna get with them, and then you know, sometimes they could start off with that, but end up loving them for real.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, some people just be playing the game. So if in that situation, I could see we need to sit down and think about a prenup. I see it in that situation, but no, for the most part, I'm low-key against it.
I respect that for real. That is low-key bogus though. Talking about what you said about that movie.
Man, that's bogus. You gotta see it, bro. It's crazy.
Low-key bogus.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna look it up. See, I'm pretty sure it's on Paramount. Maybe
it's probably on something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find it.
It's crazy though.
That is crazy, man. To have someone take a chance on you, to be like, you know what, you may not have all your shit together, but I can see the person you can be, and I want to be a part of that to help you elevate, because that's what you do in a relationship. You want to build up and build together. For you to do that, and then you have the audacity to turn around and go be a better husband or whatever the case may be to somebody else who ain't did shit for you.
Bro.
And you probably only doing it because you may see the little bit of good in that person because maybe me and you having issues type shit. What I mean by that is you probably see what she's doing that I may not do or whatever the case may be. That's what I mean it as. But that's petty as hell.
It is crazy.
That's petty as hell.
A lot of people out here money hungry, so.
No, for real.
I could see why a lot of people be like, oh, yeah, let's talk about a prenup. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these famous people, like celebrities, I feel like they highly need to,
No, they need it.
They need it because it's a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, they just be, getting passed around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they be needing it. And then you know who else needed it?
Will Smith.
I ain't gonna lie.
He needed.
I didn't think he was gonna go to Will.
That's the only reason how come I feel like he's still with Jada. I mean, besides the fact he may actually do love that girl, but I feel like in his mind he believe it's just cheaper to keep her.
Probably.
Only because I know they ain't got no prenup.
Since you said Will, let's go here.
What's up?
Since you said Will, let's just get off topic just real quick.
No,
Since you said Will.
Yeah.
I know Will feels stupid. Just for the simple fact that he was married to his first wife, and then he had started liking Jada when he was married to his first wife. He said it on interviews and everything. Now, I ain't gonna lie. His first wife, fine. Not saying that Jada's beautiful to me. I ain't even gonna lie. She's beautiful. She still is beautiful. Even with that bald head. She still look good to me. But at the same time, I know Will feels stupid. I know in the back of his mind, I'm not saying he's saying this every day, but I know Will is like, man, I should have stayed with my first wife.
For sure.
Because he started trying to pursue Jada when he was still married to her. See, that karma,
that's karma right there. That's karma right there.
Y'all gotta watch what y'all doing to people.
And that goes back to, he probably only seen, I mean, like you said, obviously Jada's attractive or whatever. So that was probably a good portion of it too. But he probably seen the little, whatever issues him and his first wife may be having, whether that's like indoors or publicly shown.
Right.
He probably seen, damn, I don't have these issues when I'm with Jada.
Right.
And that's probably where he got messed up at. You too busy looking at what doesn't happen over what will or what does happen, instead of just sticking out with your first wife.
That's what I'm saying.
That's that whole 80-20 bullshit.
Yeah.
That's that whole 80-20 thing, bro, for real. And you see it messes people up.
Messes
Now
people
look at
up.
him.
Now look at him looking stupid.
Man, what's it?
He done
What's that
slapped the man
The
banned from the
Emmys?
Oscars,
What- the
for,
Oscars,
for
right.
slapping folks. And she out here saying, I was surprised he called me his wife. We
Right,
didn't
we
call
been
each other
done.
like that in years. We don't even live together. Blah, blah, blah.
Then got so many movies put on pause and canceled
Man,
because of that whole
Because
situation.
you did something stupid.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was looking forward to
she's-
I Am Legend too.
And she's still not claiming you.
Still not.
You
claiming
still
it.
not claiming him. You done cussed this man out and you done slapped him. It's already bad because, you know, we all black men, and it's already hard for the black man, to get up. Any
Right.
minority race, and with that to get to go up. But the white people already looking at us like we crazy. And it's white, not just white people in general, like other like races that don't really, interact with
Yeah,
black
even
people.
us black people.
They
Hell, even the Africans. Africans don't fuck
Yeah,
with
they
us.
don't really mess
They
with
think we
us.
like watered down black people.
Yeah,
and shit.
they don't mess with us. A lot of the ones over there, they
Right.
don't mess with us.
Yeah.
Like, the ones that's over here, they be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my homies, he just came back from Paris. He
Okay.
took him and his some of his homies went to Paris for a trip, and it was African people over there, and they had went to this one city out there,
Mm-hmm.
and African people was not messing with them. He was like they hated us.
That shit's crazy.
They hated us. They didn't let them in the club, whatever. Like, no, bro. Like, they hated them. Like, he was like, all the other people was welcoming, but the African people, when we got to that particular city, no, they didn't want nothing to do with them.
That shit's absolutely crazy. I got a boy actually. I met railroad and whatnot. His name is Brain. He's from I believe, no, he's from either Ghana. Yeah, he's from Ghana. Cool as hell. He ain't nothing like that, bro. Real smart person. Cool as shit.
Wait, hold on. He from Ghana or he from Uganda?
No, Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, Ghana. Real cool, bro, finna say. He don't act nothing like what we just talked about, how not want to accept people and whatnot. And like I said, he's really intelligent, bro. He know his shit. But that's crazy, man. You can't even accept people because they have a different upbringing.
Man, that is crazy.
Because it ain't their fault. Hell.
Yeah, but that wheel mess, that was crazy, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't stand Jada ass.
I ain't gonna lie,
I just get tired of the bullshit. That's that. I don't even know her, so it like
I don't want to say I can't stand Jada.
I can't.
I just don't like the things that she does. It's just certain things. It's not for public eye. Like some of my friends be like, or even some of my people in my family. Like for instance, I was talking to Devin.
Right.
When we had hung out a couple months ago, we had went out to eat, and then he was like, "Oh, how you and your girl doing?" And I always say we good. I always say we good. That not just to him, but to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm just saying, like, we probably just had a fight or something like that. But I don't let nobody know. I'll just be like, "Oh, we good, we good." Because there's certain things certain people need to know. Not saying I can't trust them. That's my older cousin. That's my brother basically. Yeah. So if it was something like if I was in trouble or something with a relationship, I could go to him and be like, "Oh, this what happened." I wouldn't mind telling him stuff. I used to tell that man everything. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, there's certain things, especially for the public. Now y'all are celebrities.
Y'all under the microscope.
Everybody knows y'all. Like dang near everybody know y'all. Like Will was like he one of the top actors in acting. Like
especially in his time, that was everybody wanted him to do.
Everybody wanted to do him, and then especially coming from his show, he had his own sitcom, and he was the first one. Like everybody was adopting his style. Mm-hmm. Like him, Will and before like Jordans was already out, but Will and Martin was the ones that had all the Jordans on their shows.
Yep. And
for him, for Jada just to do that to him, and just to make him look stupid, and I know he just sitting there. Like I know he did. I seen that little interview on TikTok, whatever like that they did. And he came out with that rap. Everybody needs to shut up. No, everybody talking because your wife giving them a voice.
And everybody on your side.
She's letting the public have an opinion on what's going on. Mm-hmm. But all she had to do was just
shut the fuck up.
And then nothing would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have to tell nobody shut up. But why is she letting people know what y'all doing? You know, that's slow. Like you said, he needed a prenup.
Yeah. Because I would have been left that bitch.
Because you know he got more money than her.
That's, bro, I know for sure. That's how come he not is cheaper to keep in his case, bro. She gonna get half that man's money just for her to go out and act the ass even more than what she already acting. On his expense at this point.
Yeah. Like, I know he got way more money than her. Not saying she don't got money. She got loan money, too.
Yeah, but it ain't Will money.
It ain't Will money.
It ain't
That's
Will
because
money.
Will kept on... He kept on, like, coming out with project after project. It seemed like her stuff just started stopping. Because, you know, she was real big in the 90s.
Yep.
And then she had some movies, and then she was doing music at the time, too. I didn't know she did music, but yeah, she was doing music. Yeah, she was doing music at the time. At a point in time and everything, so... she got money, too, but yeah, she definitely don't got Will money.
Nah.
Well, she got Will money right now.
Right,
and she gonna have it if they get divorced.
Right. That shit sad, man. Oh, that shit sad. And this is right here, this one off topic. At least on what we talking about now with the whole
It's okay, keep on going.
But it was actually kind of pertaining to what you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because I made a face. If y'all see it, y'all don't know why I made that face. Because it came to me. I seen something on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember what the judge's name was. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people that seen the dude. He a real cool judge. He really fair. But this time he kind of pissed me off.
He black or white?
He a black judge.
He got glasses?
No.
Oh.
What if I find it, I'll let you know who he is. But he only pissed me off because it was a man and woman, right? Mm-hmm. I guess they used to date or whatever the case may be. But the dude, he at his home, on his property, chilling, ain't doing nothing wrong. Pretty much what happened was the plaintiff, which is the lady,
mm-hmm.
I guess she said she left her keys at his house, like indoors or something, right? And she was claiming that, hey, I've been calling and whatnot. He hasn't been answering. He told why he wasn't answering to the judge and everybody. Yeah, I wasn't answering because we're broken up and I had company over. Meaning he had another girl at the crib with him.
Right.
Like, I'm busy. Like,
that's what it means.
Right. Like, I'm
For
busy.
those you don't know, when everybody say they got company over, when a man says he got company over, it's a female.
Right. Nine times out of 10, it's a female.
If it was his boys, he definitely would have let her in and go get his stuff.
Exactly. But he's like, I didn't see my phone ring. I'm not looking at my phone. I'm busy with an old girl. So long story short, she said, I'm going to take matters into my own hand. She pull up anyway, and I don't know if he kept saying it was a shed she was trying to get into or something, but it was an extension of his house.
Uh-huh.
And she tried to break in.
Oh, wow.
She said, I'm just going to let myself in to get my keys. I need my keys.
Oh.
Well, she got what she deserved. She got her hands burned because he had an electric window.
That's what she get.
On his house.
That's what she get.
So when she touched it, it flew her ass back and she had like severe burns on her hands. In my mind, that's what you get. You could have been patient and waited to call, or you could have just been a normal person and knocked on the fucking front door. Why did you find it necessary for you to go try to access a window at my home to break in? And so...
Hold on. I feel like I'm finna get blue at the end of this story.
You will. But go ahead.
I was finna ask.
What's up?
I was about to say, I know the judge said something stupid. Because if it made you mad, I know it's going to low-key probably made me mad.
Money.
Because we so similar.
Money.
And then you talking about the judge is fair, but he pissed you off. And I'm hearing the situation.
Yep.
And like you said, in my mind, you trying to break into my property. If you get injured,
that's
you. That's whether I have a dog or anything. I have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I have like lasers, like shooting at people or something like that. If you choose to take that risk and you know that, and why are you on my property anyway?
Exactly.
You could have just waited. Or like, I don't know. Like, that's what I said earlier. Just to go back earlier when I said, when people, I was talking about divorce then, but when people break up, period, get broken up with, period, they become bitter.
Yeah, they do. All judgment go out the window.
So, go ahead, bro, because I'm finna get blue. I already know I'm finna get blue.
So, she had burns on both hands.
Uh-huh.
They was wrapped up, too, in the in the courtroom. They was all wrapped up. But they showed a picture of her hands. Her hands was messed up. I mean, fingers was black and some old shit. Like,
it was couch black.
It was darker than couch black. So she really got messed up for real. She had to take off. I believe she said she had to either take off work or she needs assistance at work to do everything. Like, she can't type, she can't do nothing. I forgot how much she was suing for. I want to say she's suing for at least 50 grand. Maybe a little bit more. That's what I want to say. But, so, the defendant, meaning the dude, he told the judge, like, look, that's not my problem that you got hurt. That's your fault. You never should have been trying to break into my house, which he's 100% correct. That's all self-inflicted damage. Well, injuries, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Because I didn't tell you to go through that window.
Definitely.
I didn't tell you to come to my home at all.
Definitely. I'm agreeing with you.
That has nothing to do with me. So the judge, he's like, wow, you really feel that way? Because, I mean, he said it in a kind of like in a smug tone. Yeah, kind of like in a smug tone. Yeah, but it don't matter what tone I'm saying. It don't matter what tone. I'm right.
Right is right.
Exactly. I don't care if I sound like the biggest jackass. If I'm right, I'm just a right jackass. I'm going to say, I'm just a right jackass.
This man said, I'm a right jackass.
So he looked, he like, wow, you really feel that way? Yeah, I do. So they brought out an electrician, right? Mm-hmm. They had a dude who's been dealing with electricity for like 15 plus years. So they asked, like, how many voltage should, like, what he had be able to put out? I believe he said, like, numbers like either 150 or 200 volts, right? Mm-hmm. So he showed a demonstration. He had a pickle in a glass jar, and he said, this is what it looked like if, like, 150 or 200 volts went through your body. Didn't nothing happen. It just showed the electricity through the pickle. So they're like, okay. So he popped up. So they went to the TV screen, right? And he said, here, I have a video of, what'd he say, 1,000 volts going through a pickle or whatever, or what it looked like if it was your body. And the shit exploded. And they was like, damn. They was like, wow, okay. So they asked him,
how many volts he had?
Right. Now, he honestly did not know how many volts he had when he had the shit installed. But they said it was set to like 750 volts. So
that ain't that bad.
It ain't that bad.
She's still living.
You feel me? She's still living. Your hands just messed up. So the judge, he hit him with that, well, you should have known how many volts you had on your property. In my mind, what does that have to do with me? He and the defendant, he told him, he said, it did what it was supposed to do. It kept that motherfucker out my house.
It did what it was supposed to do.
What it was supposed to do.
It don't matter if it's 150. It don't matter if it's 50.
Exactly. It did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So this what happened. The judge said, you know what? He was like, ma'am, you shouldn't have been on his property. And pretty much agreeing with what we saying right now. You never should have been there. He said, but I believe only 49% of fault is your fault. And he said, sir, I believe 51% is your fault. He's like, so because of that, he said, man, I'm going to deny your claim for, I believe, like I said, I believe it was like 50K. Uh-huh. Maybe a little bit more, bro, for real. 50 to 100K is what I believe she was asking for. I'm going to find it. And he said he's going to have to pay you $49,000 since it's 49% your fault. And he said, my verdict has been adjourned. And he ended the court right there. Buddy was so pissed off. He grabbed his papers and, man, this is some bullshit. Cussed his ass. Did all the cussing he wanted to do. He just walked the fuck out. And I believe that's 100% correct. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Since we there,
you're trespassing on my shit. This is an attempt of this is a breaking and entering. At this point, you just didn't get in because you got hurt. But that's an attempt of a breaking and entering. And you want to reward this bitch?
And ain't no telling what she was going to do neither.
Exactly. Now, what would have happened if
seeing a female there? Now, she would have killed both of them.
And I was just finna say, now, what would have happened if he didn't have that on his window, right? And she break in, he hear noise, and he knows only him and her, and he grab a gun, and he pop that bitch. Then what? What's gonna be the verdict then? Because that's a bunch of bullshit.
That blew me.
You gave this month. You talking about 51% is my fault for what? For being at home in my respected boundary. That's my fault.
I would have told the bailiff, go ahead, get judged and tell him to lock me up because I ain't paying that.
You feel I'm not paying you shit. Fuck your hands. I'm not paying you nothing.
I am not paying that. That just blew me right there.
Bro,
that just blew me.
I was so irritated when I saw that shit.
That just blew me.
And it's a black judge, bro. And it's a black couple. Black people. I'm like, this is crazy. I mean, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but
so I'm at fault because she chose to try to break in my house?
Yes.
Wow.
Kiss my ass.
Wow. Right, definitely.
Kiss my fucking ass.
I was gonna get judge jumped.
Hey, I would have told judge.
You gotta see me.
You
gonna reverse this verdict?
Hey. Oh, I was so heated for dude. Cause you did nothing wrong. I'm in my crib chilling.
That is slow.
I'm in my house just chilling with my girl. And I gotta pay.
And I gotta pay because she tried to break into my house.
Yes, bro.
Wow.
I said, you can't have shit in this world. It's like,
Definitely.
You can't have nothing.
Yeah. Definitely. Hold on, let me go back to prenup real quick.
Yeah, wait.
My bad, we got off topic. That was a good story though, by the way. I'm glad you seen that TikTok. That was bogus though. I didn't even.
Extremely, bro. Extremely.
Should have did another episode on that one though. I ain't gonna lie.
We still can. I can definitely go find it.
Yeah, that's bogus.
Yeah.
But back to the prenup thing. You know, one of the worst movies. Well, it wasn't the worst movie. It was a good movie, but one of the worst things that happened. And this is a movie that me and my girlfriend watch a lot. It's a Tyler Perry movie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What you was about to say?
I thought you were gonna say Love and Basketball. I know she fucked with that movie so hard,
man.
Hey, that's
man. I ain't gonna lie, I love Monica.
It's
and Q,
a good
but,
movie, but
I'm like, we gotta watch that all the time. Like, man, I don't. That movie is good.
It's a good movie.
But you know, while we there, before I get back into the prenup, while we there. Gee, I remember I was having an argument. Well, I wasn't having an argument. We was having a little debate.
Yeah.
It was me. This was a long time ago, but it was me. It was Kennedy. And it was Cartier.
Okay.
We was on group FaceTime, and Kennedy was like, how she was saying Love and Basketball, one of her favorite movies. If she said it was her favorite movie. I don't know if she said it was her favorite or one of them. So that's why I just said one of them for lack of better of.
Yeah.
She was like, Monica and Q love story was a great love story. And I looked at the phone, I said, what? So me and Cartier was like, what? You serious? She was like, yeah. We was like, no. Like, no.
They didn't respect each other?
No, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even say they didn't respect each other.
Q didn't respect.
Q wanted I remember it was this line. I'll say this line all the time. I remember he told her, he was like, you still think the sun's rise and sets on your... And then she was like, he was saying all this thing. He was like, oh, it's all about you. He was like, I would never did that to you. And when Q was good, when everything was good with Q, it was cool.
Yeah.
But... his parents get divorced, I know that's that's heartbreaking for any child, parents to get divorced, whether you grown or you a kid.
Right.
But when it was a problem with him, it was like, forget Monica. Forget her. Like, she don't mean nothing. She said this one thing, both of them love basketball, and she wanted to be a starter. She was like a freshman about to start. Mm-hmm. And they was like, she got curfew. Then this man, since you want to choose basketball over me, I get to cheat. Then got the nerve, this your girlfriend, just been your girlfriend since high school. And then you got the nerve to ask her, did she want to come with you and Shorty to Burger King?
That's what I said, bro. Q
was bogus, bro.
He ain't had no respect for that girl.
He ain't had no respect for her. He ain't had no respect. You know when I knew he ain't had no respect for her? When he pushed her when she was about to beat him in the first scene. First scene.
And she beat the shit out of his ass. Hey, she got her lick back.
I ain't gonna lie, she would have beat him.
Hey, she got her lick back though.
She would have beat. I ain't gonna lie, she low key could have beat him up in the last one.
That's when they
in the last, she could have beat him. Cause I remember I seen this on TikTok too. Somebody was like, "Hey, Monica was better than Q." I ain't gonna lie. Monica low-key was better at basketball than Q. The only reason why she lost, she was talking too much.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking too much instead of keep on playing. She could have showboated. I would have showboated when I got the game point.
Nah, for real.
She was talking too much, but she was rocking them. I ain't gonna lie. She was getting them. Both of them was cool. But yeah. But back to
back to the Tyler Perry movie y'all be watching.
Back to Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That's the movie we talk about.
Okay.
We watch a lot. This couple, they've been together for years. I don't know. She said, I don't know if they was 15 years of marriage or something.
Okay.
And when they got together, Charles had nothing. Charles had nothing. They was in school. They was in school together.
Yeah. Charles
had nothing. But, you know, he had finally became a lawyer. He finished school. And basically, Helen helped put him through school and everything. And then he was like, you know what? I'm a lawyer. I don't want you to work. She ain't work. She ain't have to work. She, you know, fixed up the house and everything. They had a beautiful house, man. They had a guard at the door and everything. Beautiful house and everything.
Charles got money.
Charles got money. Charles had loan money. And then he got this award. They went to this banquet. That's when the movie started. They went to the banquet. She got an award. It was about to be their anniversary. They get back to the house. This man says, Charles said to her, he was like, I'm packing your things. I don't know, my bad, y'all.
Okay.
He said, you know, it's about to be their anniversary the next day.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me fast forward to the next day. Next day is their anniversary.
Okay, cool.
Because they had a good night at the beginning, but then it ended badly. So she goes to surprise him and brought him something for the anniversary. And he was like, thank you. And then he had the job with his new girl. And it turns out to be his kids. So she get back to the house because she got a note from him. And he was like, oh yeah, I want you to dress nice and everything. This fool say, I'm packing your bag. Like, your bags are packed.
Right.
I need you to leave. And then he physically drags her out the house.
Oh, damn.
Physically. She like, nah! Doing all that.
His ass would have been in jail.
He
put your hands on me.
He physically drags her out the house. She was like, I'm not leaving. I gave you 13 years. Gee, she couldn't have kids. None of that. This man went and had kids with this other woman and everything.
Is that why he did it? Because he wanted kids?
Yeah, I think so.
They could have just found a surrogate.
He was like, I'm not helping. That's what I'm saying.
They could have just had a surrogate, bro.
A surrogate, but you know, some people be like, oh, it's not the same, but
it's still your kid. They still infusing your sperm with her egg. You just having a placeholder to hold it for you.
Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah, we're not going to make sense of it, but go ahead.
But yeah, so she goes and everything, and then, you know, she tell Medea, and then, you know, they, you know, all heck break loose and all that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they go to court, and they had a prenuptial agreement.
Okay.
But in their agreement, she could have got something. Because her cousin was her lawyer.
Right.
And he was going to get her something. So that's what I'm saying. When I go back to earlier, I said it all depends what's in your prenuptial agreement. They've been together so long that she could have got some of the assets.
So you owe me something.
Or she could have potentially got half because it could have been null and void. But she was like, he could have it all. Stupid. Then, you know,
I get why she said it.
Yeah, I get what she said.
Stupid.
She was getting her life back together, you know. Mm-hmm. She started dating this other guy, and then Charles gets shot. And then she... Why you laughing, bro?
I'm going to tell you what, but go ahead. Okay. I'm going to tell you in a second.
Charles gets shot.
Yeah.
And her and this guy was falling in love, and then she was basically telling, like, she found out she was the only one there for Charles.
Okay.
She was still there for him, and his new girl, the mother of his kids, told them to kill him. They was like, don't wake him up, so she get all the money.
Damn.
And then she stopped it, and then she was like, no. And then they basically listened to his ex-wife because they was in the process of divorce, but the divorce still ain't going through yet. So she was still legally his wife. So she was like, no. And then the girl took some of his, like most of his money, if not all.
Right.
And then Charles got better. Well, Charles was in the process. He was paralyzed for a little bit. He was temporarily paralyzed, and then, you know, Helen was beating him and everything, starving him. She tried to kill him. She rolled. It's a scene. My favorite scene is when she rolls him up in a bathtub, and this man fell in, and this man couldn't move. He was blowing bubbles in the tub. She was like, "Stop blowing them bubbles." I'm like, man, she trying to kill him.
That's the same lady that said, "Don't let his ass die."
Yeah, she was getting her revenge on Charles. She was knocking. She was wearing Charles out.
I gotta go watch that.
You gotta watch it.
I gotta go watch that.
She was wearing Charles out. Charles ain't had no chance. He was calling for the lady. He was like, this a Leah's favorite part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it how Kimberly Elise do it. That's the one that played Helen.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, he was crying because she was like, I want some food. She was like, are you hungry? And she was eating the food in front of him. And then he was crying. He was like, she was like, well, maybe you should go in the kitchen and get you something to eat. He was like, Christina. She said, Christina's gone. Charles was in there going through.
I know he like, y'all just kill me, please. This bitch crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, looking back when I was younger, and then even now, I'll be like, you know what, Charles deserved that, but at the same time, I still kind of felt a little bit bad. Just a little bit, but at the same time, I was like, that's what he get.
Nah, for real.
But, yeah. And then, you know, some other stuff happened. But I really brought that up because that was a funny movie. But I brought that up because the prenuptial agreement. So it depends on what's up in your contract. And some of them could be, like you had, you know, some of them got, like how you said with the railroad, if she was married 5 years, y'all married 5 years, and then she could get some of your stuff. Mm-hmm. The contract can only be voided and be like, oh, if we make it this time, then we don't want to do it no more. But y'all both sign it, and then y'all end up breaking up like the year after, then they still gonna get half your assets.
Right.
Yeah.
That is crazy. But nah, I'm gonna tell you why I was laughing though. He's like, Charles got shot.
Yeah, Charles got shot, man.
I was thinking about another Tyler Perry movie. that's similar consequences. When
yeah, I know what you're talking about. But go ahead. Let them know, bro. Let them know.
Why did I get married? Janet, she the one who needed the damn prenup. But didn't they get one? Wait, no.
No,
because he was trying to get half of what she made on her book sales.
Yeah, I don't think they didn't have no prenup. They was already going to split everything
down the middle, right? But he was trying to get greedy and get more
of her stuff. He was like, "What happened about the book?" Now that was crazy.
That was, for real. See, that's all her, bro. That had nothing to do with you, but some emotional support. I know you got this, babe, type shit. But other than that, this ain't nothing to do with you. But I was laughing at the scene when he got hit by that damn car. By that truck. When he got hit by that truck.
She was like,
hey, it was really funny. Cause she pulled up on straight business, had that gay nigga hop out the cake.
That man, I would have been blue.
She don't run. Who the bitch now?
Right. She definitely said that. She definitely said that. I forgot she said that part.
Bro, that had me crying.
Gee, that was bogus.
Hey, that had me fucking rolling, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, but when you was saying, like, when Charles got shot, I thought you was gonna bring up the part when what's it called? Sheila and
when Mike got cancer.
Yeah, when he was beating Mike up, and she was like, he got cancer. He gave him a couple extra punches and then he stopped.
I forgot all about that scene because that's in the second movie. I forgot all about that.
Both of them in the second movie. Remember, they didn't get divorced to the second movie.
You sure?
Yeah, because in the first movie, she was just crying.
You right. Because I remember I was talking about, damn, that's fucked up. Buddy ass who got cancer lived, but this nigga died from a car crash.
Man.
And in the truck, he never even should have died from that hit. The way that hit looked, not saying it's a soft hit, but it happened on your passenger side. Ain't like you ran into nothing else. Like,
true.
Most you could have had was like a couple bruises on your head. But
I ain't gonna lie, depending on how, because it was going fast, but it wasn't going that fast.
Right.
Now, if it was going real, real fast,
I could see it.
I ain't even gonna lie. He probably would have been a vegetable if he was going real, real fast.
But I ain't like when he got hit by that damn car. I mean that truck. That was so funny to me, bro. And not saying like he deserved it. It was just funny because, like you said, Janet Jackson's face at the end of
she was
a surprised look,
out there looking just like Mike.
And then like I said, calling him a bitch. That shit. Oh my god,
Man,
that scene was so hilarious to me.
That scene was hilarious.
Oh my
That's
god.
wild.
It is though, bro. It is.
That's wild.
And then what was it, like a year later after that, she got off the rock?
Yeah, well, they was...
Or like 2 years
He wanted
after
to meet her, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Rock should just went bold then. Like, you seen her, that's a different subject. Anyway, what else about to ask you?
What's up?
Would you be mad in this situation?
Alright.
I remember I was watching, we was a reality TV. You know how me and Pops was talking about how we like reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on this one episode on Love and Hip Hop, it went on for a couple episodes. This is when Ray J, which he was about to marry Princess, his wife now.
Right.
And they was already having problems before, but they was still gonna get married. So his mama she always been him and his sister's manager. So Ray J's and Brandy's manager, his mom.
Okay.
And she was like, I want you to get a prenup.
His mom telling him
Mm-hmm.
that? Okay.
Now, I didn't know who Princess was until Love and Hip Hop. But his mom was just like, oh, I want you to get a prenup because you've been protected, you got money and all this. Now, Princess, I didn't know, they make people look like they got money on the show.
Right.
I'm not saying she didn't have money, but I didn't know where it was coming from. But I just know that she dated a whole bunch of people in the industry before she got with Ray J. So, I'm saying this to you is, what would you do if, your parents came to you and was like, you know what, I want you to get a prenup, or I want you to consider a prenup before you get married?
Honestly, I'm not going to be defensive. And I wouldn't be mad about it either. Honestly, I was really listening to hear my people out. I'm going to have them explain where it's coming from and the benefits, I guess, or at least their view on the benefits or whatnot. And just take it from there. I mean, they've always taught me that you hear somebody out, then you listen to them, and if it applies to you, take what applies to you out of that conversation. If it doesn't apply to you, just let it go out the other ear. So, not for real. And I'm not gonna disrespect them either in the conversation. I'm gonna let them talk. I ain't gonna interrupt nothing. I'm gonna let them speak, and I'm gonna listen to them for real. And I'm okay, well, I heard y'all out. I appreciate it. And I honestly will think about it. I'm not gonna tell them I'm thinking about it and not think about it. I really think about it. But if that wasn't in my intention or it wasn't on my mind, I may not go through with it. Like I said, depending on how my mindset was prior to said conversation.
Okay. But
if they said it, it's not like, okay, well, my parents said it, I'm going to do it. No. My parents said it, I'm going to listen to why they believe that's necessary. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just keep it moving. I don't think that would be a big influence on my decision.
That's what's up.
What about you?
I ain't gonna lie. At the end of the day,
you don't want to get married?
I wasn't even gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that. No, but I'm gonna listen to them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's like how much it's going to influence my decision. I feel like it's going to have a little impact, but at the same time, I don't know. Because they probably going to say something that I ain't even think about.
Right.
Just like I know your people probably say something that you wouldn't think about if they was like, oh, you should get one. Or if they be like, you should not, even if you're thinking about the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It all depends on what they going to say. You know, they be saying some good stuff.
Yeah, they be preaching. Both parents.
They be saying some good stuff sometimes.
So let me ask you this: Will it matter, or will it kind of we'll say matter? Will it matter to you more if it was a particular parent that said it to you? Because I know with me, it depends on who brought it up to me first. If it was my mama, I'ma still listen to her about it and hear her out. But if my pops was to come up to me and say it, I'ma kind of think a little bit more about it, and I'll probably ask him like, I'm gonna ask them both why they think that, but I see with my pops, he's really good at reading people. So for me, it's like, what do you see, or what do you believe that you do see that maybe I don't see? So that's why I said, will it be more of a who came up to you first with that topic?
If my mom came up to me first, I'm probably I'm gonna listen regardless to both of them, but I'm gonna hear her.
Yeah.
But it's gonna, cause I already know she a woman, so she already know how women think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it don't have nothing to do with like at this point, it don't have nothing to do with religion. I know she real religious and everything. Like we was, brought up in a Christian household.
Yep.
But if she was like, you need to consider this, there's something wrong. Like if she feeling something as a woman, I'm definitely gonna listen. I'm definitely going to listen and really consider it. But if my pops, for him to be a man, because he, like, really, like, not saying my mama didn't like everybody that, like, I let her meet, whatever, like, that, or everybody I was talking to.
Yeah.
But for him to say as a man, you need to consider this, no. I'm definitely really consider it because, like, he really don't care. Like, he real chill, laid back. He really don't care. But if it's like, oh, you need to consider a prenup, I'm like, no, I really need to like listen to what y'all saying at this point, especially if you coming to me.
Right. I agree.
If y'all come to me separately, then but you coming to me as a man, saying you need to consider this, no, something wrong, and I'm gonna find out.
So let me ask you one more thing, bro. So either way, both answers really good answers. Now, let's double back to earlier when you said you will take a big step back if your girl brought up the prenup to you.
Right.
Now, since your father or your mother, or separately, or let's say both together, they came to you about the whole prenup situation, and you took your time, however long it took you, you took your time, you thought about it, you like they made a lot of good, valid points. I think I'm going to go with the prenup. Or you feel like a prenup may be your best route, for whatever the reason may be. Do you still feel like you wouldn't get with your girl? Like maybe she's the reason how come they believe you need a prenup, or they just tell you need a prenup just for your own person, like no matter who you go with. So do you feel like you can go through with a marriage with your girl? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that it may be your girl and you still go take a step back and kind of rethink your relationship?
Well, I know my parents, and if they said like, if they even said something about a prenup, I know it got to be the girl. Okay. It's definitely not going to be me.
Right. He said they know me all my life.
Right. So it's definitely not going to be me. So it's definitely going to be her. So if they saying a prenup, then I'm gonna really take my time and really think about it. I'm not going to necessarily like leave her, but I'll be like, you know what? Let's continue dating.
Cause you still love her.
Yeah, I still love her. So let's like keep on dating, and then if I see something, and then the next couple of months, I'll be like, oh, let's keep on dating for like 6 months or something like that, 6 more months or another year or something.
Right.
So I can be ready, and if something changes in that year that makes me be like, no, this ain't working, then I'm gonna need my ring back from my fiance.
So it's going right back to the stove.
Definitely.
Hey, this cost some money.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a real cool answer. It's a real good answer.
Because I'll be really thinking about that's serious. But I'm just saying, like I said, for another man to come to you and be like, oh, you need to do a prenup?
Yeah.
Man, something wrong with Shorty. I'm not saying it. They saying it. So, yeah.
You said for the most part, your parents always been a good judge of character throughout your entire
Oh, definitely.
Right. So
yeah.
it raises a brow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They knew folks was goofy.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And the same for your people, bro. I already know they a good judge of character. They knew. So a lot of times we don't understand this, you know, us being young and everything. Now we grown. Yeah, you know, sometimes, I know a lot of times, I don't know about you, but a lot of times when we was at high school, we was teenagers and things, I was like, oh, they think they know everything. They don't understand, and, you know, and sometimes they don't understand, but they know things that we don't. Yeah. That's a lot of things, like, we know a lot, but I know it's a lot of things that both set of parents know that we definitely don't know. And that we definitely didn't experience yet.
No, that's 100% right, bro, for real. And a lot of times, too, where kids and even young adults, young adults, still teenagers, like 17, 18 on up, but that's still a young adult, in my opinion. Like you said, they get to the whole, they don't understand, or the, I feel like you said something else that drew my attention to it, but they don't get it or whatever. That's because they come from an era where what's important to you was never fucking important. It never mattered what you're prioritizing. And that's how come a lot of people like, oh, they don't get it. They don't know me for real. It's not that they don't know you. It's not that they don't get it. It's just, this is something that was never a priority in their time. Man. Yeah, and a lot of times too, we prioritize the wrong things.
We do be prioritizing the wrong things,
and we make a big deal out of the littlest
thing.
And there's no reason how come anything needs to be so drastic or so dire, or oh, this is so life changing. It's really not. It's a lot of simple shit that we just make complicated.
Yeah, we didn't make complicated. Then it comes to big stuff. Then they get to yelling and stuff. He's like, gee, y'all need to chill. It's not even that deep. And they low-key kind of be that deep.
Nah, for real.
Especially, I know that happened with me a lot. Because, you know, I'm like nonchalant with my reactions and everything. They be like, this is important, this. And I'm just sitting there looking like this.
Like I'm listening. Like I'm listening.
I'm like, man, that piece of yesterday was good. They just yelling and everything. Man, what I'm going to do today?
Cool. So what I'm going to do today?
I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, both set of parents, great judge of characters. For what I seen, they've been right all my damn life.
Man. Definitely. Except for that one prom situation. But I ain't going to talk about that.
Yeah,
I
ain't gonna lie though.
I ain't gonna talk. That's an episode for another podcast. That's an episode for another podcast episode. That's another episode, man. That's another story for a different episode.
Yeah, we should do a prom episode. I ain't gonna have that much to say, but I'm gonna have enough.
You can probably gonna have a lot to say.
I don't know.
Because we gonna talk about, if we do that, we gonna talk about the weeks leading up to that.
Yeah, we go not the beginning, but we. Yeah.
It was a lot going on.
It was a lot going on for the most part.
Yeah. Well, you got anything else you want to add?
No, actually, I kind of said my piece.
Okay. Well,
this has been the Any and Everything podcast with your boy James
and your boy P.
We'll catch you next week.